You know, people in this life don't try to do things and they wonder why they don't succeed. They get scared and they wonder why things just don't work out for them. How y'all doing? My name is Tammy. Welcome back to another one. This is For the Love of, and today we talking about For the Love of embarrassment. So, what is embarrassment? Embarrassment is when you're trying to do something, you get these nasty feelings within your body. You know, your heart starts rushing, your face starts getting blush, your mind starts racing, you start thinking about different scenarios, you start doubting yourself. You know what I'm saying? You do something and you feel shame within yourself. No, we're not doing none of that, right? The thing about life is that you need to be embarrassing or get embarrassed every now and then, whether it's to grow your own self-respect or to humble yourself in certain ways. Let me explain. Now, growing your own self-respect is that if you continuously do things in life, when I say embarrassing, I don't mean like you're taking off all your clothes and you're streaking. I mean like you're learning to draw, you draw a picture and you go around showing your friends or you post it on social media, knowing for a fact you're not at the best level that you can be at yet. Taking the time to see yourself and say, hey, even though I know for a fact that I may not be the best drawer or the best artist or the best whatever, I'm not gonna be shamed for it. I'm not gonna shame myself for it, you know? A lot of times when we do things, we feel embarrassed. So that's why we don't either post stuff. That's why we don't make stuff. That's why we don't try different things. Maybe you're embarrassed of people seeing you try. Maybe you're embarrassed of people seeing you fail. Maybe you're just embarrassed about yourself in general, that you do something you just don't think you're cool. Please forget all about that. There are millions of people here on this world who are trying their hardest every day because they understand that embarrassment is just a factor within life. It's almost like a stepping stone to success. And what did I mean by bettering yourself through embarrassment? When you're trying different things and you continuously try and you continuously try and continuously try, eventually that aspect of embarrassment diminishes. You don't feel shame no more. Okay, I drew one drawing, I posted. Maybe I'm a little embarrassed because it's bad. Maybe somebody commented something mean or negative. Whatever, I don't pay attention to that. I keep going and I post another thing and another thing, another thing. Next thing you know, my 15 posts that I post, I have 10,000 likes. You know, people in the comments saying, wow, this is amazing and all this other stuff because I wasn't embarrassed to continue, because I wasn't embarrassed to try. And the other side of it is sometimes in ourselves, we get a little prideful, we get a little too hopeful, we get a little too big. And sometimes embarrassment can bring a sense of humility towards you. Not in the sense of where you shame yourself. Shame and humility are not the same thing. But it can bring you back down towards a level where you understand that, hey, maybe in this situation, maybe in this aspect of things, I need to go about it another way. Or maybe in this situation aspect, I need to think about it another way, right? Don't knock yourself for anything that you're trying. Don't knock yourself for anything that you're doing. Understand and realize what's happening in that moment. And especially if you start feeling the feeling of embarrassment, feel that feeling. I know I'm saying the word feel too much, but understand that feeling. Ask yourself, why do I feel like this in this present moment of time, right? I know some people who can go out in public, scream at the top of their lungs and not feel no type of embarrassment. But we go to karaoke and you ask them to sing and now they're I don't know what to, you know what I'm saying? It's the difference in who we are and the difference in the things that we find embarrassing or the difference in the things that we don't find embarrassing. But you have to know those things for yourself. So take the time today to figure out what makes you embarrassing. And whatever makes you embarrassed, strive to fix that or strive to better that or to overcome that. You know, fear takes place in the root of all things that bring us shame. And fear is the thing that will diminish us in a lot of different things. So don't give into that fear, right? I had a friend who asked me, and that's the reason for this video. They asked me, how do I get over my fear of doing things? How do I get over my fear of being myself? Let me tell you.
Hi guys, good morning.
How you beat the fear of being yourself is simply by being embarrassed. Just do things that make you embarrassed. I don't know how else to explain it. I'm telling you, when I went to New York, I was a very, very scared person of certain aspects of myself. The main thing that got me out of it was being myself. When I was trying to learn how to skateboard with my friends, I was so afraid of falling. I was so afraid of hurting myself. I was so afraid of people seeing me try and fail and then people laughing. So you know what I did one day? I went out and I failed on purpose. I kept falling down. And you know what happened? Some people laughed. Some people helped me, asked me if I'm okay. Some people did not care and kept walking. But you know what happened within me internally? I lost that feeling of embarrassment. Then I kept doing it day by day, month by month. Next thing you know, I'm able to do an ollie. Right now, I'm almost able to do a kickflip. take that challenge. Take yourself out of your comfort zone. Don't stick yourself within that area and that box that you think you should be contained out of. Break out of it. You know what I'm saying? Embarrassment is something that hinders us all, but it's not something that is unnatural. It naturally comes because we, especially in this day and age, we live in a day and age where you're able to visibly see everything everybody else is doing, people's personalities, people's characters, and sometimes you want that for yourself. But you gotta remember, you are who you say you are. So don't be embarrassed about anything that you want to do. And if you are embarrassed, be happy, because now you have a new goal and a new challenge to overcome. And if you're somebody who truly wants growth in your life, then you understand that challenges to overcome are a blessing, because they teach you lessons that stick with you throughout your life. Discipline and dedication lead to success. So to the person who asked me that, if you want to overcome your fear of who you are, if you want to grow yourself and be better, embarrass yourself. Put yourself in situations that you normally would deem embarrassing and overcome it. Watch how fast your life changes. This has been Tammy, for the love of. Y'all have a good one. Peace.